Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Eastern Florida State College, where tonight the Titans, they're back on their home floor as they get to set take on Florida Southwestern State College in conference play. Happy Valentine's Day, folks. There's love in the air this evening, and we'll also be showing love to our sophomores because, folks, it's sophomore day for the Titans. My name is Ethan Sorey, and I'll be your play-by-play commentator for the women's game tonight. Alongside me today is fellow sportscasting student at Full Sail University, Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting, Zachary McKenzie.
Hello. It's good to call this game with you, Ethan.
It's good to be here, man. This is the third meeting of the season as Eastern Florida State enters this matchup with a 10-15 overall record, and they're 5-8 in the conference mark. The Titans, they're still ranked 5th in the conference despite the win against Santa Fe the last outing. They need to win this evening if they want to be one of the top 4 going into the state tournament. Now, on the other hand, for Florida Southwestern, they come into Titan Fieldhouse with an overall record of 17-8. They're riding a hot 4-game win streak and have only lost 3 of their 13 conference games this season, putting them second in the Citrus Conference. Zachary, who do you believe is going to have to step up for the Titans tonight?
Well, Ethan, definitely the Titans' star freshman, Milica Lazarevic. She's definitely going to have to step up and going to have to play some of her best basketball that she's played this season if they want to at least have a chance to beat Florida Southwestern in this game.
Absolutely. She's scored at least 23 in each of the past 5 games. She's done that 6 times this season, so definitely something to look out for. But for the visiting Bucks, who do you see being the difference maker for them tonight?
I see being a difference maker for them is Chelsea Bishop. She's provided beautiful scoring for this team for this season, averaging just 15 points a game on 48% shooting. So she's efficient, and she can also give you a lot of points. So I look for her as to be a big reason why Florida Southwestern may win this game.
Absolutely. She's been having crazy scoring spurts. She has 5 20-plus point games this season and has scored in double digits 17 times. So definitely can get the rock inside of the net. Guys, we are live at Titans Fieldhouse as we're celebrating the sophomores. We get set for the women's basketball game. This should be a good win. The Titans, they're facing a very heavy defensive-orientated team. The Bucks, they're known to keep their opponents at least under 60 points per game, so it might be a little tough for the Titans to get moving early on, Zachary. Excuse me.
You're correct about that, Ethan. This may become a highly defensive battle. As a matter of fact, the last game they played, both teams just scored a little over 70 points, with Florida Southwestern scoring 73 and the Titans scoring 71. So it may still turn out to be a defensive battle. Hopefully the Titans can still edge them out in this one.
Absolutely. Folks, it's also Alumni Friends and Fans Day, so showing love to the alumni here for the Titans as we get the referees and the opponents on the court.
As Florida Southwestern State College faces your Eastern Florida State College women's basketball team.
Titans and the Bucks. Titans 5th in the conference, as we mentioned earlier, hoping to get into that top 4 spot to get into the tournament. They need to come out with some efficiency tonight.
visitors, Florida Southwestern.
Beautiful job there by our band here in the Titan house for the starters. The expected starters for the Titans have number 4, Bruna Da Silva. Number 5, the freshman guard, Milika Lazarevic. Number 20, the freshman guard, Grace Strickland, giving them some minutes off the. And Angela Markovich, the freshman forward, number 15, averaging a little under 10 points per game. And also Alfera Parpara, the sophomore guard, getting down in there. She can be a double-double matchup any night, Zakari. So for the Florida Southwestern State, we have Chelsea Bishop, number 2, the sophomore guard, leading scorer on their team. And Ariel Mark, number 11, the freshman guard, can really get it going. Delphina Sergenex, number 13, the sophomore forward. And number 15, Destiny Gordon, the sophomore forward, number 15 as well, getting some action, averaging over 10 points per game. And also number 24, Kiara Harris, the sophomore guard, can really hurt you from three-point range, over 40% shooting this season. Zakari, take a look at these two matchups. Just who do you think will be battling against each other heavily tonight?
I think it's going to be a good matchup, I would say, between Milica Lazarevic and like I mentioned before, number 2, Chelsea Bishop. I think they may have a nice head-to-head match here and really try to put the teams on their backs. Like we mentioned before, the Titans need this win if they are trying to at least go to the state tournament.
Absolutely. This is a must-win for the Titans. They come in here after winning at home versus Santa Fe the last time out. They really dominated that one. I remember calling that one with another fellow sportscasting student, Max. That was a good game. Let's see if the Titans can really come out here and try to get off to a fast start. Zakari, as we get set off for tip-off here in Titan Fieldhouse. Titans in white, the Bucks are in pink. The Bucks get the tip off. Here we go. Bucks on offense, 15. That's Gordon, passes it down inside the hole, and it's an early 2 points for the Bucks. Getting on the board, Elena Brady, her first points of the game. Titans with the offensive possession. Markovich passing it to Lazarevic, Bruna Da Silva. Offense really runs through her. It really depends on how she can efficiently score the ball. Nice move down low, and she gets the defender off balance for her first 2 points of the game, Zakari.
You are correct in saying the offense runs through her, Ethan. She gives this offense a nice 3 assists per game, along with 4 rebounds. You love it when your guard can rebound the ball and also is a main distributor.
Absolutely. A little turnover there by the Bucks. The Titans, they now have some momentum pushing the rock up. Titans surveying. Bruna Da Silva on the wing. Lazarevic, their leading scorer with the rock. Parpara, she can really hurt you from 3, but she doesn't hit anything there. And the Bucks just let it go out of bounds. Parpara, she's progressed as she's gone through the season. At least 13 points in 5 of their last 6. As the Bucks will walk it up. The freshman guard, Damia Worthy. She didn't play in the last meeting versus the Titans, but she's getting minutes now. 3-pointer for the Bucks, no good. Chelsea Bishop couldn't get it to go. Trying to get her shot going early, Zakari.
You're correct about that, Ethan. A lot of 3-point shots going up in the early start of this game as Bruna Da Silva takes one.
Up, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Bucks. Worthy bringing it up, trying to get some momentum. Tie ball game. Kicks it out to Gordon, trying to find. She gets it there. And it's a turnover. It looks like it. Nope. The Bucks will retain possession. The ball hit off of a Titan there.
This is some great defense being played by both teams. If you can see, they're actually protecting the paint more. Fourth, this is the reason both teams are actually attempting as much threes as we've seen so far, because they're both great defensive teams, and they know if a team gets inside a lot, they can really hurt you. So they rather teams beat them from the outside.
Absolutely. The Titans, they're really known for stretching the floor. Their three-point shooting, the Bucks couldn't get that three to go. Lazarevic, she's known to take a boatload of threes a game. De Silva driving, gets the push inside the paint for her second bucket of the night. She's starting off early, Zakari. She wants some rhythm.
That was a great dribble penetration by Bruna De Silva. Take one dribble, hold the ball, take 2 steps hard, and then easily off the glass.
Absolutely, as Brede with the ball gets it onto the corner. That's Williams kicking it over to Gordon. Aaron pass there, and the Titans have it off of the turnover. That's Papara bringing it up. Nice drive here. Lazarevic working on Gordon. Couldn't get the layup to fall on the left side of the basket, trying to go up with her right hand. Another substitution by the Bucks. For Florida Southwestern, you're currently second in the Citrus Conference. You're kind of comfortable sitting here, but this is a game you don't want to lose.
You're correct about that, Ethan. This is definitely not a game you can lose, because we all know how great Eastern Florida is. They just recently beat Daytona State College, so you kind of don't want a team like this to enter the state tournament, and they may even have a chance to knock you off there. So if teams like these, you want to put them to bed early and end their season.
And Grace Strickland wasn't able to get the ball in bounds there. That'll be a turnover. The Bucks will get possession. Already not a good sign there. Like we said, the Bucks, they're really known for their defense. They were able to stop the inbound there, Zakari. That's a rare sight.
A rare sight for most teams, but not this Bucks team. Like you said, great defensive team. They protect not just the perimeter, not just the interior, but even on the inbound. They don't allow no easy points for teams.
That three for Gordon was no good. Bruna De Silva working in the paint, couldn't get it to go. Papara couldn't get the rebound. The Bucks pushing it up. Fast break. They slow it down. Great defense by the Titans. Didn't allow that fast break to break open. And Santa Cruz with a nice defensive effort, popping the ball out of there, out of Bishop's hand. Bishop wants a foul there, but.
And Chadea Lara Santa Cruz, very active on the defensive end, averages 2 steals a game for this team.
Yep, that defensive presence that she brings, she brings length for the Titans as well to really get her hands in the cookie jar. And there she goes with the rebound, pushing it up for the Titans. Papara driving in, kicks it out to De Silva. Wide open triple, and it's good. And timeout by the Bucks.
Great start to this game so far by Bruna De Silva, already registering 6 points so far in this one.
Absolutely. She's getting started early, as we mentioned. Lazarevic was their leading scorer coming in here. Looks like Bruna De Silva. We know the offense really runs through her, and she's taking some pretty good shots tonight early on. We resume actually now after the timeout by the Bucks. They're set to inbound. They find themselves down 5 to the Titans in a conference matchup that they really don't want to lose as they find themselves ranked second in the Citrus Conference. Great defense here shown by the Titans. They're getting a man on the ball. Papara tried to help there, floater, and it is good by Ariel Mark getting on the board. That's a nice floater there to over one of the taller defenders by the Titans. De Silva, top of the key, kicks it back to Strickland. De Silva, she's had a great first quarter here, and she gets to the paint. She gets to that low block, double clutch, and the two-pointer is good. De Silva, nobody seems to be able to guard her tonight, Zakari.
She is absolutely cooking right now, Ethan. She came out in the last game, like we mentioned, with 13 points. She's almost exceeded that total just in the first few minutes of play.
Absolutely finds herself in double digits already in this first period. Wonder what the game plan to be here for the Bucks as they drive into the hole. Couldn't get it. Papara trying to get the defensive rebound. It'll stay with the Florida Southwestern. That was Damia Worthy on the drive for the Bucks. She'll inbound. Has to get it out. Great ball movement here by Florida Southwestern, trying to find an open person. And top of the key is open. Rebound. They're fighting for it, and Strickland comes away with it. Fast break. She'll slow it down a little bit. Nope, she kicks it over to De Silva. Pop. No, excuse me. That was Santa Cruz over there on the edge. Very, very fast-paced game we got going on here. Inbound, De Silva. Thought about the three, didn't take it. And great cut by Santa Cruz as she gets the easy lay. What a backdoor pass there by De Silva.
No doubt there, Ethan, when you said great cut, I think that even may be an understatement. She cut to the rim hard, easily, and because she cut so hard, it was easy to thread the pass through the defense. Easy layup there for Santa Cruz.
And that'll be a foul there on Queen Powell.
Fouls on number 32, Queen Powell, her first.
That'll be her first of the evening here. Substitution by the Bucks. Damia Worthy, the freshman guard, will inbound. And quick trigger here by Kiara Harris. Couldn't get it to go. They get the rebound. Great cut there, but didn't get the bounce off the backboard. Couple of offensive possessions there by the Bucks. Couldn't get one to fall there.
And that is something the Titans are gonna have if they want to stay in this game and continue this big lead they have. They have to focus on rebounding, especially on the defensive end, because those O boards start to add up, and eventually you just see points of misses that you should really have the ball and be running in transition.
Absolutely. These freebies that you might give up at the line can come up to haunt you as she misses the first one. That's Delphina at the line. And she doesn't hit any of them at the charity strike. Strickland will bring it up now for the Titans. Great ball movement here by Eastern Florida State. Merkovich trying to set the screen for La Cruz. Gets the rock. A little errant pass there, and it's getting stole. Jumping ball. The Bucks look like they will have possession. Nope. The Titans, they'll keep it.
Ethan, I know we talked about it, but seeing it in person, you actually can witness why this Florida Southwestern team is so tenacious on defense. You saw that number 24, Kiara Harris, just 5'4", almost ready to wrestle the way taller 6 foot Merkovic for the ball, like very tenacious on defense. This team really gets it and gets active on the defensive end.
Yep, they get down in the nitty-gritty, Zakari. They don't mind getting all scrappy on the hardwood. Now, Eastern Florida State, they'll inbound. Hope they don't have another miscommunication there as they get it in. Santa Cruz, she had Papara cutting, took it anyway, and Papara will clean it up for her teammates. That's what Papara can do. She really gives this team a rebounding presence as one of the taller players on the court, Zakari.
You're correct about rebounding presence. Averages 6 rebounds a game. Helps the team clean up a lot of offensive rebounds, and very, very helpful on the rebounding end.
Defensive board there by the Titans. De Silva bring it up. She sees Papara cutting, and Papara tried with the underhand. Couldn't get it to go as it will be tipped by Delfina, the sophomore forward for the Bucks. Not sure if she's seen that block coming. Lazarevic is now in for the Titans, their leading scorer, 16.5 points per game. Spence with the ball, she kicks it to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, great production off of the bench, and she looks like she stepped out of bounds there. Yep, the Bucks will get possession there. Might be a costly turnover, but the Titans do find themselves still up 9. So for the Bucks, how can you see them getting this offensive production going, Zakari?
I think for a good team like the Bucks, if you look at the coach over there, even look at the bench, they're not worried. They don't seem worried in the slightest because they know that they're a good team and they can turn it on if time's called for it or when it really gets tough. So now they realize that we're not playing the best, but let's just stick with it and not allow the Titans to grow the lead. So to answer your question, Ethan, I would say keep up our tenacious defense and keep the lead small because we know that when it's time to hit shots, we're going to hit the shots.
Absolutely. Chelsea Bishop, she's at the line, the sophomore guard, their leading scorer. She takes around 4 free throws a game, and she hits this one, the first from the charity stripe. Can really give this Buck squad some production. She plays a lot of minutes, and she hits both from the stripe. Strickland will bring it up for the Titans. Picks up her dribble, trying to find her open teammate, gets it to Spence. Great defense here by the Bucks. They're not really allowing any holes here. Bruna De Silva finds one, and she finds Papara on the corner, and it's good for 3. Ophir Papara.
Papara, 33% three-point shooter. You do not want to leave her open in any corner on this court.
And now the Titans find themselves with a 10-point lead, and they have a steal. The Titans getting some momentum. Angelina Spence, errant pass there. It goes out of bounds. The Titans will retain possession. Eastern Florida State coming out here with a point to prove with a 10-point lead. Little over a minute left in the first period. They're looking pretty comfortable out there, Zakari.
You're no doubt, Ethan. This team does not look like they're facing the number 2 team in the conference right now. They look like they're actually they look like the actual number 2 team in the conference. The way they've started off hot in this game and with a demanding lead on the scoreboard.
Rebound by the Bucks. Kiara Harris here, number 24, thought about it, passes it back out. Three-pointer rolls in and out for the Bucks. Titans pushing it up. Back to, and she gets fouled, and one. Strickland will go to the line for the three-point play.
Grace Strickland, way to keep with it in transition, fill the lane properly, and that is what happens. Coaches teach you that, Ethan. You fill the lane properly, run hard, and you will be rewarded. Great job by Grace Strickland. Now she goes to the line to make this a 13-point game.
Absolutely. That looked like the typical 3-man weave drill that they do. You know, you pass the ball until you get up under the basket, and whoever's open, they take the shot. And for the Titans, that was Strickland as she knocks down the first free throw. Titans with a commanding lead. 40 seconds left to play in the first period. The Bucks, they're looking like their game plan hasn't really come to fruition here in Titan Fieldhouse. Trying to get some momentum going. Bishop hasn't really been a factor on the scoreboard as of yet. Ball movement by the Bucks, trying to get some open takes. And she'll draw the foul. Working on Merkovich down there, the taller defender.
Fouls on number 15, Angela Merkovich, her second.
That's her second foul of the contest already, as Papara will get subbed in for her. Strickland comes back in as well for Lazarevic.
This Bucks team has just not been able to take the lid off of the basket. Just 2 for 10 from the field, only shooting 20% so far. But if there is a caveat to them having this short lead, they can at least say they're getting to the foul line way more. This will be their 6th free throws of the game so far.
Yep, the second time Bishop going to the line. She's hitting she hit her first 2. Hit the first one on this trip, and she's good for both of them. She's now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 15 seconds. The Titans can just dribble this one out if they feel like it. Strickland working on Kiara Harris. Finds Da Silva in the corner. Wide open triple, and it's good. The Bucks, they cannot seem to find an answer for this Titans squad as they lead 22-8. Just blowing the top off of this one, Zakari.
Ethan, I don't think last night Zach Banks could have dreamed of starting off the game as great as the Titans have started off in this one. A double-digit point lead against the number 2 team in the conference in a must-win game right after you just beat the number 1 team in the conference a few days ago. This Titans team is hot so far, and they're riding a hot streak.
Absolutely. Bruna Da Silva, she's really stepping up for the Titans, leading everybody in scoring, just under 10 points already. So that's the end of period 1 for Eastern Florida State College. The women, they find themselves up big, 22-8 before the break. Stay tuned, folks. We're back on the court in Titan Fieldhouse. Bucks with possession. Up big in this second period. Early triple there by the Bucks. Great rebound by Florida Southwestern. Looks like they're trying to come out here with a little bit of more pace, a little bit of more oomph out here, Zakari, as that pull-up jumper is no good.
No doubt about it, Ethan, but like you mentioned, the oomph seems to just be missing from the entire Bucks offense so far. Just 17% shooting from the field. Not the way they want to start this game off, not at all their ideal situation.
Absolutely not for the Bucks. You just want to see a field goal going through the net. They've been really making their presence at the line, and she just tossed that one up before the shot clock, and she'll get a foul. Bruna Da Silva's first foul of the night. That'll be on Damia Worthy. Her first free throw trip to the line. She's 0 for 2 from the field so far. See if she can get herself on the board. Knocks down the first one.
Like I mentioned, the good thing about this Bucks team is they're getting to the line. They've shot about 8 free throws right now, and whereas Eastern Florida has only shot 1. So at least in the free throw game, they're winning that, and they're going to have to continue to do that if they want to make a comeback in this one.
Yep, they got to the line. She missed the second one. And great pass down low. Papara almost lost it. They're struggling. her and Bishop down there. It'll be a jump ball. The Titans will keep it on the floor.
Ethan, one thing I've noticed is this Titans team is not working hard for their points at all. They're just using hard baseline cuts and easy drives to the rim to get their points.
Timeout by Eastern Florida as they only have 1 point since the start of the second half. This is Titan Fieldhouse. Stay tuned.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local, public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS TV, your community public television station.
Absolutely marvelous work here by the band. I'm hoping me and Zakari up here grooving to the music as the Titans are back on the floor. They'll inbound it. Strickland has it. And great defensive play there by Kiara Harris, stopping the easy inbound there.
I was just about to tell you, Ethan, that was a beautiful rendition of Beat It by Michael Jackson by the band. Must be so good to be such a famous musician that even after your passing, people still love your music and play it to this day.
Absolute legend. Foul on the court here on the Bucks. That's Amelia Williams' first foul. Substitution here for the Bucks. Titans with the ball. Comfortable double-digit lead here. Don't want to try to force anything too crazy, but you do want to keep the foot on the gas pedal, Zakari. As Bruno da Silva, good look there from three. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound Bucks.
They are giving the Titans a lot of good looks from the three-point line. And right now, the strategy is not working so far for the Bucks, with the Titans shooting 60% from the three-point line.
Three-pointer no good for Elena Bridey. Couldn't get the triple to go. Was wide open there.
Ethan, we are 12 minutes into this game, and so far the Bucks have only had 2 field goals go through the net so far.
And that's right there. I don't think that's a recipe for success, Zakari. I mean, coming into this game, the Bucks, they didn't really have problems scoring or keeping up with opponents up in the high scoring category, 64 points per game. Not able to get off to a good start here. Papara, triple, no good. Rebound by Bucks. They'll bring it the other way. That's Harris. Pass inside to absolutely nobody. I'm not sure who Bishop was looking for there. Little miscommunication there by Florida Southwestern. You can see frustration there as Chelsea Bishop's looking to her bench. Strickland bringing it up. Da Silva driving. That's been her bread and butter so far tonight. And she passes it straight to a defender. That's Chelsea Bishop. Strickland closing in. And great defensive effort there by Grace Strickland, stopping an easy fast break by Chelsea Bishop.
And Ethan, you're starting to see the emotions flare up for the Florida Southwestern Bucks. Kiara Harris just threw the ball kind of at the referee, and even Chelsea Bishop, we saw she missed the layup. She kind of shrugged, or the emotion starting to get out for this team, because this has not been a night to remember for anyone on this Bucks roster.
Just absolutely cold. I mean, if this was 2K, everybody on the floor has an icicle by their name as Santa Cruz drills one from deep. That's what she can do, giving them some production off the bench.
Love the 2K reference, Ethan, and if it was 2K, this entire Titans roster has team takeover the way they're playing. Every single person is hot so far.
Step back there by number 3, Amelia Williams, giving their team some spark there. Quick pass inside by Strickland, a little dangerous. Luckily, she's lucky that her team will be able to inbound this one. There was a lot of pink jerseys in there. Titans still up by 14. Biggest lead of the night. Or one of the biggest leads of the night. Spitz is back in there. She's one of the role players for the Titans. Can really facilitate, find the open person as Bruna da Silva is really getting her groove on tonight, Zakari. I mean, it's like every time she drives, she's either getting a bucket or getting a bucket. I mean, she hasn't missed down there.
Beautiful post move, like you mentioned, Ethan. The spin turn into the little baby hook. You would not expect those moves out of a 5'9" guard.
Strickland gets past the defender, back to da Silva. She's feeling it and couldn't get it to fall. Santa Cruz with the rebound. Back to da Silva. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. She's driving, and they'll get the foul called. Almost got an and 1 opportunity there for da Silva. She's getting to the line now as well.
Well, Ethan, you love nights like this. You love it when a player is on, and not only are they on, they know they're on. You could see now she is almost, like we mentioned, she came to this game averaging 3 assists. She is the main playmaker on this team, but now she's in full-on attack mode. Very aggressive.
Absolutely. She's shooting 60% from the floor tonight, just absolutely lighting up the floor. I mean, her field goal percentage on the season is like a little under 36%, so a wonderful shooting night for her. 3-pointers, she's 2 for 5. She's really been making her shots count.
No doubt about it, Ethan. In 37 minutes last time these two teams faced off, she scored just 13 points. Now it's not even been 20 minutes yet so far, and she's already up to 16 points.
Absolutely. I mean, Lazarevic, she came into this one, their leading scorer, averaging 16 a game. Looks like she's passed the torch over to da Silva for this one. She's already at 16.
Great when you have scorers that can show up on any night.
And the referee called them for the travel. Took a step before she put the ball on the floor there. Ref saw it. They're going to call it. Titans take possession.
Like I had mentioned, great when you have 2 players, or not even just 2, multiple players on this Titans team that can get you a bucket, like you mentioned, anytime they need to, and you don't just have to rely on Milica, Lazarevic, or anybody else. You don't almost have to rely on nobody, because any day a role player can come in, give you 20, give you 13, 14. Great job for depth on this Titans roster.
Absolutely. Papara, great move on the top of on the wings to get the defender off balance. She gets herself on the board again, driving down in the lane for 2 points. They're scrapping down there, and the Titans forced the jump ball. Nope, that'll be a foul on Milica Lazarevic.
That was great defensive coaching, Ethan. As you can see, number 15, as soon as Destiny Gordon got the ball in the post, 3 Titans surround her, try to grip the ball away from her, hustle away from her, and not allow her to get comfortable in the post.
Great defense there. Timeout on the floor by Florida Southwestern. Coach going back to the drawing board here. Their guys down 20. I mean, there has to be some adjustments quick.
There's a lot of things you're good at. But what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation,
Back on the court here for Titan Fieldhouse Bucks. They'll inbound it. Pass inside, down low. Fighting for the rebound here is Powell for the Titans. And it'll be a jump ball. Looks like it. Titans will get the possession.
Like I mentioned earlier, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, Ethan, not allowing Destiny Gordon to get any sort of comfort down there. She just throws up the hook because she's pressured by 3 defenders. Great defensive tactic here from the Titans and head coach Zach Banks.
Lazarevic, on the corner, couldn't get her first triple to fall. She's been mighty quiet. She did have a great outing their last contest. She was up over double digits. Really was finding groove in that last one. Has really seen her partner, Bruna Da Silva, take over the scoring load here against the Bucks. At the line here now is Destiny Gordon. Taking her first trip to the line. And the first one is good for the Bucks. They really haven't found a groove as of late. Still just shooting 3 of 19 from the field. That's under 16%, just completely abysmal performance from the Bucks.
And that is not even the worst stat, Ethan. 0 for 8 from the three-point line, have not gotten a three-point shot to fall for them tonight. Barely attempted them, and even the ones they did attempt, no good.
As Lena Spence kicks it back to Da Silva, Santa Cruz. Driving, picks up her dribble. She has Spence on the corner. And Spence gets it after the loose ball. Santa Cruz, great move to get inside of the lane and off of the glass for 2 points.
Tough bucket right there by Santa Cruz. Ball almost ripped away from her. She quickly grabbed it, swung through, and that rewarded her with an easy layup.
And for the Bucks, this lead just keeps on growing, but they stopped this run here for the Titans. As the Bucks get on the board, but Powell with the down low presence getting in. 2 points off of the glass. Lead back up to 20.
The Titans are having their way in this one, not allowing anything.
Bad pass here by Delfina, gave it right to the defense. The cutter wasn't cutting as hard, and a lazy pass. Da Silva almost gave it back to the defense there. Looks like they were wrestling for it on the ground. The Bucks will take possession here. They bring out the mop, clean up on aisle 3. Bucks, they're in a bit of a shooting slump, as we mentioned, but they also have turned the ball over mighty, a decent amount of time. 7 turnovers already, losing the turnover battle.
I'm not even sure if shooting slump is the way I would describe this one, Ethan. There has to be a worse word than slump by the way the Bucks are just playing tonight. Like you it's not just on the shooting end. They also have 7 turnovers. 3 more than the Eastern Florida Titans.
Absolutely. They've really only been able to get production from the line. They're 7 of 10 from the night. There's really been their only points. They still find themselves down 20. Only 4 field goals have went through, as that triple for Harris is good. They're now 1 of 9 from three-pointer. From three-point land, and an offensive foul there by Strickland. As you've seen, the forearm push off there on Harris. The ref seen it. Great call.
Yeah, Strickland has to be a little more strategic on the push off, not really extend the elbow that far, maybe just slightly so you can get away with it and not have the referee see it.
Absolutely. For the Bucks. Kiara Harris, fade away, 2, off balance there. Couldn't get it to fall. Santa Cruz almost loses the rock there. Strickland with possession. Scanning the floor. She sends De Silva over. Screen by Powell. De Silva working. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Great rebound there by Santa Cruz. Gets it back down low to Powell. And that's what you can do when you hustle for those offensive rebounds. Get the defense out of position and find the open shooter down low.
And I'm loving the way Queen Powell is playing. She's just in the right spot at the right time every single time. Just stays right there when her team gets the offensive board. She's most likely fighting for the offensive rebound. And if she doesn't grab it, she knows that she has to stand right there, and her team is looking to feed her for the easy pass, for the easy baskets. Queen Powell, 4 points, 2 easy baskets just off that strategy alone.
Absolutely great game plan here by head coach Zach Farrell. Damia Worthy at the line for the Bucks. Her third trip, excuse me. She's now 2 for 3 at the free throw line. And she hits both shots from the charity stripe. Santa Cruz inbounded for the Titans. 17-point lead for Eastern Florida State. I mean, if you're the Titans, could you see yourself up 17 against one of the best defensive teams in the conference, Zachary?
Well, Ethan, that's a funny question because as a teammate and being on the team, of course you would see yourself winning. But like you mentioned, I don't know if you would see maybe a 17-point lead on, like you said, one of the best defensive teams in the conference. You maybe pictured a 4 3-point lead, like we talked about earlier, defensive battle throughout of this. But so far, it's looking almost to be some sort of a blowout.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I thought this one was going to be a little bit more competitive, but the Titans seem to have the edge over the Bucks. Powell with a great rebound, and she gets the foul. Great hustle there. Draws the whistle. I mean, she just went up and grabbed that one over the defender.
Usually the person that hustles the most will end up being rewarded with the basketball. But like you mentioned, this almost starting off to be kind of a blow. But the good part for the Bucks is that there's a lot of time, still 21 minutes left in this game for it to become competitive. A 14-point lead may seem like a lot to overcome, but after a few threes, especially from Kiara Harris, who's been on fire, I wouldn't say on fire from three, but at least she is kind of hit at least one in this game, and she looks to stay aggressive. Maybe once they start falling, the game can become a close one again.
Queen Powell hits both she splits them from the line. Missed the first one, got the second one to fall. Lazarevic has checked back in for the Titans. Hasn't got herself on the scoreboard yet, but that doesn't seem to be any much of a problem here for the Titans as they found scoring outlets elsewhere on the floor. Getting contributions from De Silva, Parpara. Also Powell getting in on the action. Bucks moving it on offense. The Titans are giving them the three-pointer wide open there.
Yeah, that was Destiny Gordon.
Absolutely. It's like the Titans think that they can't hurt him for three. They're giving him the space. They're defending the paint as Strickland drives in. Couldn't get it to fall off the backboard.
Well, Ethan, in credit for the Titans, Destiny Gordon, just a 31% three-point shooter, 43% shooter from the field. So she makes most of her money and does most of her damage inside the paint or inside the mid-range. So Zach Banks and the Titans will live with her shooting a three-point shot.
And the first free throw is no good for the Bucks at the line. It's number 13, Delphina. That's number 12. Renan Suttle gets the second one to fall. Strickland with the rock. Powell setting the screen. Kicks it back down low to Powell. Lazarevic on the wing. Working on Elena. Hasn't got any points going on so far. Bruna da Silva driving. Has the edge. Little too hard off of the backboard. Still fighting for the rebound. The Bucks get it. Kiara Harris bringing it up. Long pass inside. Destiny Gordon looking for her teammates here, trying to find something, some production for the Bucks. Long three by Harris, couldn't get it to fall. Lazarevic bringing it up. Shot up, man, it's too late. Couldn't get it to fall. 38-23, the Titans find themselves with a very, very comfortable lead before halftime. They are currently out shooting and outscoring the Bucks. They are 15 of 30, 50% from the field, shooting 40% from the three-point range. They're really getting these shots to fall, shooting efficient shots. Zakari, how do you see the Bucks coming out of the half and regrouping after this first half performance?
The Bucks have to go, like you mentioned, they have to talk about shooting better at half. That's mainly it, because if we talk about the free throw battle, they're winning that. The defensive rebound, it's a bit of a disparity in the rebounding battle, but not so much. It's just that they're shooting very, very poorly from the field. They're not even fouling that much or have as much turnovers. It's really just the field goal aspect. They just have to find out better ways to put the ball in the basket and slow down the Titans.
Yep, head coach Jamie Fisher will most likely have to just scrap the initial game plan here because it's not working. His squad finds themselves down 15 at halftime. This is Titan Fieldhouse. Folks, stay tuned.
And go.
Sports Time, hosted by Mike Parsons.
Welcome to Titan Sports Time. I'm Mike Parsons, Director of Athletic Communications at Eastern Florida State College, and today I'm joined by men's basketball player Sean Register Jr. Welcome to the show, Sean.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So I guess first of all, just kind of talk about the season. You guys are on a huge run in the conference.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
I mean, it's going well. Like, even practice has just been great every day since building up to it. And I just feel like ever since our loss, I say FSW, and just winning like six straight, I think. Yeah, and just we've been playing and practicing really well, bonding well together. So we got to get these two this week for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple home games, so it's always important to get these, especially in the middle of conference, important to get these home games won. Big one Saturday against FSW. That'll be a huge game.
Yes,
ranked 21st now, so coming off the Daytona win, if we can get the FSW win, that just propels us even more.
Right, yeah. I mean, they're a really well team. I mean, they got some guys coming back, FSW. I mean, and then we have Santa Fe's Wednesday, who's really well, like really good teams in the conference. So these big-time wins, but, like, we definitely need them, but we got it for sure.
Talk about your season. I mean, you seem like, especially right now, you're on a stretch of really good games. You probably don't notice too much, but it's been 4 straight with at least 23 and 8 straight with at least 21. When I tell you that, does that shock you? I mean, because I know you just
yeah,
playing.
Definitely for sure. It's definitely a blessing for sure, and just like all the work I put in the off season, just now, just with the coaching every day in the morning, afternoon, just all that, and just especially with my teammates too, set me up with the ball and just going at it in practice every day. So like just all of it, but it's definitely a blessing for sure.
Talk about that work ethic, because I know after games you're the first person back out with the ball. You get shots in even after games.
Yeah.
Where does that kind of work ethic come from for you?
I say my dad, just like he's always telling me like if no one's in the gym, you gotta be in the gym, taking steps above people, and I just feel like I got to, like, if after practice I gotta shoot, then come back later to train my coach, or it's the opposite way. So just try and get as much work as I can, make sure your body's at the same time. But like you said, after the games, feel like someone was off, I'll work on it, or even have an amazing game, just still get extra shots up just to feel better stuff. Yeah.
And now that we've played some conference games, I mean, these teams are all really good in this conference. How do you feel? I mean, your game playing inside, I mean, you're going against some of the biggest and the best that we have to offer here in the state.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We got a lot of good bigs in this, forwards in this, state in the conference and stuff. But I'd say, like, we've been playing really small recently, so I had to adjust to that, definitely. But, like, I haven't minded it at all. It's definitely, a big challenge for sure, but, like, hasn't bothered me at all, no, for sure.
Talk about this team, because it really feels like the team is bonding and you guys are coming together at the right time as we head the second part of this conference season.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see it by our like win streak and just like practices and games, just how well we're playing together. I feel like at the start it's a little bumpy for us, but I feel like ever since break we just found it together, and just like I said, every day in practice we're in the gym. I feel like guys are in the gym more. Like, we're just closer and on off the court. So I feel like I always tell them, like, if we're even off the court, let's go do something. Like, that can just help us, be together. And that helps you win games. So definitely need that for sure all the time, yeah.
What do you think is it just coming together a little bit more? But it does feel like, this group especially has really something special now. And no matter who we're playing, you feel good about your chances of getting a win that night.
I'd say, I mean, we had a couple meetings, actually, like, after our loss and stuff. So just that, like, guys saying what they had to say and just, like, stuff like that I feel like we need. And just, like, it's just unbelievable. Like, I'm really proud of the guys, like, how, like, much everybody stepped up in their roles and just how well bonded we've been together. Like, I'm really happy for that. We just got to continue the rest of the season, especially we're at now in the season. You got 6 games left.
Yeah.
You got a state tournament. We're trying to make it a hutch. So we definitely got to keep stacking days together for sure. Yeah.
Talk about your typical day, because like you said, you're in the gym all the time. I know, you guys practice right around lunchtime.
Yeah. I usually just, we have practice, film and practice, and then sometimes lift. Then after that, I'll come back and train with one of our assistant coaches. And then at night, I'll come and shoot with one of our managers, or train again with our teammates, or just, like, shoot by myself. So, like, I try to at least come in the gym, like, 2 times after and stuff, and just maybe get another lift in and stuff. So, yeah, I just definitely credit the guys. Like, I can tell, like, we're always in the gym, all of us. So I feel like that just helps us, too. So, like, just doing that little stuff, for sure.
When you're in the gym, what do you work on? I mean, is there a plan, or is it just I'm getting up shots just to get that motion?
If I work out with my coach, and, like, we look do everything. So if I do that, like, I'll come back later and shoot, like, 300, 400, 500 threes on the gun, or I have the manager rebound for me, and I'll do, like, inside, outside stuff. So just stuff like that usually, yeah.
So you shoot a lot of threes at night, but during the game you really don't shoot a lot of threes.
I've been trying to, like, attempt more, but, like, I mean, I'm going to definitely try to attempt more, but, like, where we're at right now, I'm not going to force anything, but.
No, 100%.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Talk about free throw shooting. What do you work on, and how is that process when you're working on that at night?
Just like making stuff in a row, like if I gotta make 10 in a row, 5 in a row, try 15. And then if I'm at even 14, I'm at 9, or I gotta restart. I feel like that helps me, and actually me and Yobi like do that a lot together. So like I'll shout to him, like, so just doing that, and I'll just say that, yeah.
That's a good one. He's shooting 90%.
Yeah.
That's a good one to be with.
Yes, it is, for sure. Definitely.
Well, like I said, 2 big games this week. Santa Fe, really good team, and then FSW, number 21 ranked. Talk about what you guys have to do to get those wins.
Just how we've been playing, just our style basketball. We say just, like I'm going to keep saying this, just playing team basketball and being well-bound together and play really good team basketball, because these teams are really good teams. Santa Fe, especially FSW, so we just do what we do. We got this for sure.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Wednesday, 7:30 p.m., Titan Fieldhouse, and then Saturday, once again, at 4 p.m. at Titan Fieldhouse. Come check us out. We'll see you next time on Titan Sports Time.
There's a lot of things you're good at. But what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation, welding, public safety, and more. There's definitely one you'll be good at. Learn at your own pace, in person, online, day or night.
What are you good at?
So come on, let's get started.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS-TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS-TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the Donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS-TV, your community public television station.
Welcome back into Eastern Florida State College in Melbourne, Florida. We're inside Titans Fieldhouse where the women's basketball game versus Florida Southwestern State is taking place. Titans find themselves up 15 after a dominant first half performance by Bruna Da Silva. She's having one of those nights, Zakari. 16 points, 6 for 13 from the floor, 2 for 5 from three-point range. I mean, she has more points than the Bucks' top 3 scorers right now. It's really been a one-sided affair, Zakari.
Well, Ethan, we call these type of games a flow state. That is what Bruna Da Silva is in right now. Hopefully she can continue this throughout the entire game, and the Titans can pull away with this win.
Early turnover there by the Titans as they get possession. The Bucks starting off hot, a turnover and 2 points off of those turnovers. So might be a little bit of a comeback in the mix here by the Bucks. They're starting off hot. They didn't like the way that first half went. I mean, they shot abysmal from the field, 6 of 25. That's 25% from the floor as Strickland takes a 3, no good. Rebound by the Bucks. I mean, that was just the first half that the Bucks really want to put in the back, in the safe and lock it up, Zakari.
Forget safe and lock it up, Ethan. They got to burn that first half footage. Got to burn it up, burn it in existence, and burn it out of their head. Just come into this one like the game is 0-0 and try to play hard.
Great inside shot there. Didn't fall for the Bucks. Da Silva's bringing it up for the Titans. Find themselves up 13. Da Silva working down low and gets the and one. Saw Strickland on the corner there. Was like, I see you, but I need my bread and butter too, as she goes to the line for potentially a three-point play.
She has some of the best post moves I've ever seen from a point guard. Like I mentioned before, just standing 5'9", she just gets in down low, is not afraid to go body to body with the defender, give them a bump, a shimmy or two, and then an easy hook. She scored at least 6 points so far from that hook, and now once again at the line for an and one opportunity.
And she hits the free throw to stay perfect from the free throw line, currently 3 for 3 during her trips there at the charity strike. Definitely a story to keep track on. Not only is she lighting it up from the field, but she's making her points count from the line as well. Bishop, and she gets the 3 to fall. Early triple there for Bishop, who was really a non-factor in the first half. 0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line, but she gets the triple to fall here early in the start of the second half. Papara down low, working on Bishop. Gets the underhand and the and one. The reverse layup for Papara. You see, she got her offhand around the defender there. That's a move that they teach you in the NBA level, Zakari.
Ethan, I don't know if this entire team worked out with Hakeem Olajuwon or what, but the post moves on every single person from the 1 to the 5 is extraordinary. Papara just turns, give the fake off the defender, goes to spin right, but then fakes it, goes left, baseline with the reverse, Ethan.
That was like a work of art for Papara. She's now up over 8. Well, she has 8 points now. 3 for 6 from the field, shooting 50%, making her time at the line count as well. Papara, first free throw of the night were good for her. Da Silva off of the bad pass there. Papara again down low, couldn't get it to fall. Lazarevic getting herself on the board there off of the putback. Offensive rebounds there for the Titans.
When it rains, it pours, Ethan, and that is how the Bucks are feeling right now. They came out in this half a little bit stronger, two attempts and 2 makes, but the Titans came back with 2 and 1 opportunities and a putback even when they did miss.
Three-pointer, good for the Bucks. That's Gordon right there with the triple. She was 1 for 6 from the field in the first half. Getting on the board early here. Great rebound by Gordon as well. She's pushing and couldn't keep hold of the ball there. That's number 10, Eleni Breedy, giving the ball right back to the Titans. De Silva in the lane, and she gets an easy 2 points, picking up right where she left off in the first half.
She is on pace to having a monster game so far. 16 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Just doing it all for the Titans in this game so far.
Yep, she now has 19 for the night. Little close to the 20 ball for De Silva against a conference opponent in a game that they must win in order to try to get into that top 4 of the tournament. So far, they're looking really good. De Silva stepping up to the occasion. Lazarevic driving, lost control of the ball, but they'll call a foul on the play. Looks like that'll be on number 11.
Titans finally starting to get the foul count up. The Florida Southwestern Bucks shot a lot of free throws in that first half. The Titans only shot 7. That's less than half as much as the Bucks shot. So it's good that they're finally getting their fouls up. Hopefully they can go to the line and really, really blow this game out of the water.
Absolutely, De Silva putting the move on the defender. Great up and under, and they cannot do anything to stop Bruna De Silva. Up over 20 points there, working on Amelia Williams, giving her the sauce.
Giving her the business, as they say, Ethan. Good move there from Bruna De Silva.
Great down low attempt there by the Bucks. Couldn't get it to fall. I think it'll stay with Florida Southwestern. It will.
Ethan, you mentioned locking this game up into a safe, and I mentioned burning it. But if you're the Eastern Florida Titans, this is the one you put on the pedestal. This is one of those games you just always go back to and say, we can be a team like this, and we can beat a team like this Florida Southwestern Bucks.
Absolutely. I mean, the film session is going to be great after this when Zach Banks and his crew really putting the hammer down. Lazarevic couldn't get that one to fall. Sideline, not really, corner 3 there by Bishop, and great defensive effort there by Merkovich, getting a hand in there. Parpara on the wing after the block shot by Merkovich.
Great defense there, like you mentioned, from Merkovich. One of the only people on this team that averages at least 1 block a game.
Yep, that lift there. She really can get her hands up and over the defender. Double clutching is Bruna De Silva. Tried to get the shot over the defender, trying to block it there. Foul card on Grace Strickland.
Ethan, if she had hit that double clutch, I think we were in the process of witnessing a 30 ball. If she was that hot, we're still in the process of watching a 30 ball, but if she had hit that double clutch,
yeah,
this would have been a special night for her.
Absolute special. I mean, that one right there was kind of a heat check for her, trying to see if she can get one of those acrobatic shots off. Couldn't get it, but the Titans are still up 19 against Florida Southwestern. Timeout on the floor. We're good. We're back in Titanfield House celebrating the Play 4K today. I mean, it unites the players, coaches, officials, fans. Everybody gets in on it, being able to do something for the greater good that really exceeds the losses and the wins in competition. The largest fundraiser for Eastern Florida State, as the Bucks, they'll bring it out of the timeout. Shooting a free throw here for the Bucks. It's Destiny Gordon at the line. Hits the first. 2 for 2, now 3 for 3 from the line. She's 2 for 9 from the floor, so really trying to get some of that field production going, really for everybody on the Bucks. And the second one, no good. Santa Cruz with the rebound. Off to Parpara. Titans moving with some effort here, and it'll be out of bounds. Looked like off the leg. Number 11 there, Ariel Mark. No, that's a foul on Ariel Mark, excuse me. Santa Cruz will inbound it. Substitution. Mark will come out. Alina Brady will come in for her. De Silva likes the look. Hits off the side of the rim. Bishop's bringing it up.
Zach Banks motioning for a foul on that shot there from Bruno De Silva. Thought maybe her elbow got knocked on that one.
Absolutely great up and under there. Couldn't get it to fall. That was Damian Worthy. Nice footwork. Couldn't pay it off with the bucket. Santa Cruz now working it. Parpara, great look from three. Rebound. Looks like Santa Cruz had it. Lazarevich working for it, and it goes out of bounds. Zach Banks, a little frustration over there with his gals. Strickland will come in.
Good rebounding, though, from the Titans. As you saw, Shadea Lara Santa Cruz, one of the only ones, not even one of the only person that actually jumped for that rebound on the court. Great hustling here from the Titans. Good rebounding effort from them.
Damia Harris on the baseline there, giving it back to Gordon. Bishop thought about the three, didn't take it. Parpara on there, and the foul. Looks like that's on Markovich as the switch happened late there for the Titans. Bishop will take herself to the line for a potential and 1 3-point play here.
They definitely came out in the second half, like we mentioned, wanting this one. They're shooting way better, and now they just have 17 minutes, just about. No, 13 minutes, my bad. Just about 13 minutes to mount this comeback.
Strickland passes it to Santa Cruz, and that's a double dribble. Looked like they're on number 11, Santa Cruz. A little bit of a Zach Banks not liking that call. They're trying to argue with the ref a little bit. Bringing it up is Harris for the Bucks, working on Strickland. The Bucks here still not really able to get a lot of rhythm. Off ball foul here. Looks like that's Strickland. Bishop hit the deck hard.
Fouls on number 20, Grace Strickland, her third, team's third.
That is great coaching and great awareness by Bishop to know the situation and to know exactly how to play that one off. I'm not saying she didn't get completely run over there, Ethan, but looks like a little bit of acting.
Oh, yeah, you know, in the game of basketball, there can be a bit of, a little what they like to call it flopping. But in this situation, there was contact there. Nice way to sell it there by Bishop. Being able to get the foul for her teammates. Head coach for the Bucks want to re-talk this. Jamie Fisher, his second season coaching the squad.
And talk about what he did in his first season. His first season he led this exact squad, not maybe this exact squad, but this exact team, Florida Southwestern, to a Citrus Conference Championship and a trip to the NJCAA National Tournament. That also won him Citrus Conference Coach of the Year. So great coach, Jamie Fisher.
Yep, trying to get his girls back on track. They do find themselves still down 16 points here to the Titans. See if they can mount a comeback. If you're the Bucks, you want to try to go on a scoring run here, but it's been tough with the offensive production that the Titans have been showing them. Harris with a quick trigger three, off balance, couldn't get it to fall. She's been really throwing up a lot of those three-pointers, and this one, not being able to get them to fall. Currently 1 for 4 for triple. Parpara down low in the paint for too long.
Great time with there from Zach Banks because Parpara seemed trapped there, and it was about to be a 3-second call.
Absolutely. Timeout there by Eastern Florida State. Zach Banks talking it over with this squad. Up by 16. Titans, field house. Don't go anywhere.
In the state of Florida that offers this degree. The program is taught by industry professionals. All of the instructors are currently employed or previously employed at NASA. The program manager was part of NASA for 35 years. So you're not getting just somebody that has a degree that's teaching you stuff about aerospace. You're learning from people that actually worked in the aerospace field or currently working in the aerospace field.
Back at Titans Field House, Florida Southern. Eastern Florida State College, facing off against Florida Southwestern State, looking to shake up this Citrus Conference race. Titans ranked number 5 in the Citrus Conference, currently trying to get to that 4th spot for a chance in the tournament later on in the season. This one right here hasn't been the best performance for Florida Southwestern, the current ranked number 2 team in the Citrus Conference. Looking like Eastern Florida State is the better squad here. Tough shot. Grace Strickland over Damian Worthy. I mean, these girls for Eastern Florida State, they've been getting buckets, Zakari.
They've been getting in their bag, Ethan. Straight bag work so far for the Eastern Florida Titans.
Hard 3 there by the Bucks. It's number 12, Rannon Suttle. First three-point attempt of the game. Not really her, wouldn't say it's her forte, but she can hurt you if you leave her open. Strickland bringing it up for the Titans. Merkovich down there looking for her teammates. Strickland at the top. Ball hits the defender off Parpara. Trying to dive for it. Harris brings it out. Damian Worthy trying to scan the floor. Bucks slowing it down now, trying to get a good look. Heavy take there by Worthy, trying to get it in over Merkovich, and Bishop cleaning it up. Bishop telling Worthy, yeah, keep trying to attack this defense. Don't be scared of it. Lazarevic pushed the ball on the ground. Turnover by the Titans. Back-to-back fast breaks by the Bucks, and they couldn't get it to fall. Not a great take there by Renan Suttle. Had a wide open lane drive. Couldn't get it to fall, Zakari.
And that is something that you need if you're trying to mount a comeback. You can't miss wide open layups at this stretch in the game.
I mean, that was an easy one. That was what you work on in practice. Nobody on you. It's a left-hand shot, maybe. I mean, she's a right-hander, so that probably might have take that into account. But still, at this level, you want to make those freebies.
Correct. You're no doubt. Especially when you're down by at least 16 points. No, but you're down by 16 points with just 11 minutes left in the game. Need a comeback now. Need every single point you can get.
Absolutely. Angelina Spence couldn't get the first one to fall for Eastern Florida State. Second free throw attempt, too hard as well. Doesn't get anything from the charity stripe. Bishop saving it. And there's a whistle on the floor. Looks like Bucks will look to inbound it again. Little stopping momentum here.
And if you're the Bucks, this is not what you want. You need momentum to drive this comeback.
The whistle stopping that rhythm and that aggressiveness that the Bucks look to have if they want to claw back into this one. Damian Worthy, step back, triple, and it's no good. Bishop on the putback, goes back up, and the foul is on Parpara. Not sure if Parpara actually fouled her there. Hands up, didn't really jump, but the whistle was called. It's her third foul of the night. Bishop at the line again in this second half.
Ethan, now that is someone who is proving and showing that they want to win this game. Great hustle there from Chelsea Bishop. Multiple offensive rebounds. Kept trying and trying until she eventually put the ball in the basket with the foul.
Absolutely. Chelsea Bishop currently leading her team in scoring. 14 points on the night, shooting 4 for 7 from the field. I mean, she's really been the outlier for Florida Southwestern. They leave Lazarevic open, and she hits nothing there. But back to Bishop. She's really been the key focus for the Bucks. They're really the only bright spot for them, other than Destiny Gordon in there getting some points down low. Couldn't get that shot to fall working on Merkovich. Angelina Spence bringing it up, going in hard, and the foul is called on the Bucks. That'll be number 10 for Florida Southwestern, Alina Brady, her first.
If you are Zach Banks, you have to love having someone like Angelina Spence on your team. She goes up hard every single time she tries to lay the ball up, jumps almost as if she's ready to dunk and take off. 5'5" Angelina Spence, she attacks the rim hard, usually draws a lot of contact and fouls.
Yep, I mean, she's one of those girls that can really come off the bench, bring some energy for her teammates, really get things sparked up. She really can pass the ball well for her squad. As you see here down here at the line, missed the first free throw. She really hasn't had that much of a impact scoring-wise this game, but that tenacity is always a factor when playing against a top squad like this one. Talia Harris couldn't get the last-second three to fall. 53-39, the Titans still in the lead here. They find themselves up 14 points at the end of period number 3. Titan Field House, don't go anywhere.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS-TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local, public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS-TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the Donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS-TV, your community public television station.
We get ready to resume action back in Titan Field House, Eastern Florida State. Coming into period number 4, 14-point lead. Bruna Da Silva leading all scorers in this win with 23 points in this game. One of her best scoring performances of the season. Remember, she had 31 versus Cleveland Community College earlier in this season. This one looks like another dominant performance for the sophomore guard for Eastern Florida.
Just a dominant performance, like you mentioned, almost from every single person on this team. Most girls on this team shooting above 40% on the game. As a team, they're shooting 48% from the field. Just been a great night so far for the Eastern Florida Titans.
Absolutely. They came in here feeling good about this competition. Saw that this team was one of the Bucks, that is, one of the best defensive squads in the conference. limiting teams to under 60 points a game. They already have 53 with under 10 minutes left. Looking like the Titans saw that stat and was like, yeah, no, that doesn't matter to us.
I was just about to say, they saw that they were like you mentioned, one of the best defensive teams in the conference, and they were like, yep, right, we're going to test this out. Going to test that theory out and really see how well you can play defense.
Gordon couldn't get the shot to fall. Parpar with the rebound. Bruna De Silva bringing it up. Great rebounds here. Great rebounding numbers for the Titans as the whistle is blown. The total rebounds for the Titans, they're up over 30. They have 35 compared to the Bucks, 27, winning the rebound margin.
And now if you're the Titans, you just try to slow the game down, quickly get out of this one. Don't allow anything funny or anything crazy to possibly happen. Just slow the game down.
Absolutely. Parpar guarded heavy there. Defender draped all over, got it to Santa Cruz. Off-ball screen here by Merkovich. Back to Santa Cruz, who can really get stuff started down low, but she gets it into Parpar, who has it blocked by Bishop. Great defensive effort there by the Bucks. Screen up high. Ball movement here by the Bucks. High triple, and it falls for Florida Southwestern. That's a three they really needed to see go in, Zakari.
Even more than needed to see it. How about must-hit basket now? Just 11-point game with 8 minutes left.
Strickland falls hard on the drive. A foul was called on Florida Southwestern. Alina Bride with the foul. Trainer's over there to check out Strickland as she's slow to get up. If you lose Strickland, that'll be a bit of a blow for the Titans. Not only a bit of a blow, but a huge blow for the Titans, as she's one of those players that can facilitate for the Eastern Florida State, get shots up, find open shooters. There's Zach Banks. You don't want to see her on the floor, slow to get up. She's able to get up off of the court, but not able to walk off on her own will. Getting helped by the trainers. 9 times out of 10, she will sit the rest of this one out. Zakari, how big of a loss would this be if Strickland is unable to continue to play in this one?
Well, considering, I hope you're meaning maybe for the rest of the season if it is that big of an injury. So far, I don't know if it'll be that big of a difference in this one. She was playing great, as you mentioned. Beautiful scoring from her. Beautiful input from her. 5 points with 4 rebounds, 2 assists. But the way her team is playing and the way the rest of the Titans are playing, I'm not sure how big of a difference it'll make in this one.
Absolutely. Angelina Spence comes in, will shoot the foul shots for her as Strickland headed to the back, not even on the bench anymore. The trainer will take a look at her. Angelina Spence hit the first one. And she's good on both from the line. The Titans still with a comfortable 13-point lead. They're playing tough defense now, and that'll be Gordon on the block, getting the 2-pointer to fall for the Bucks. Lead only down to 11 now for the Titans. Santa Cruz gets it off and it's a foul call that she drove in strong. Take a look over there. Strickland back in the gym, not on the bench, but she's still in the gym, folks. Probably not gonna come back into this one with the game pretty in favor of the Titans at this juncture. Santa Cruz at the line, couldn't get the first one to fall.
All the Titans have to do here, hit your free throws, drain some clock, play very good defense. This more has to be a defensive quarter more than an offensive quarter.
Absolutely. Couldn't hit those free throws. Santa Cruz now 1 for 3 at the line. That's Santa Cruz. Harris for the Bucks, passes it to Gordon. Looking for Worthy. Great ball movement here. And turnover here by the Bucks as Markovich got a hand in there. Santa Cruz bringing it up for the Titans. Zach Banks trying to get his squad into the set that he wants. Angelina Spence gets the rock.
And that was a beautiful job by Markovich to not allow Destiny Gordon to front her and get a complete position and control on the post-up.
Markovich takes this one. Didn't see her girl getting open. Tried to take one for 3, no good. Kiara Harris for the Bucks kicks it out to Gordon. And they'll call that a travel. Moving before she put the ball down. Substitutions by both squads here. Lazarevic coming in for the Titans. Kind of a low-scoring night for her, the leading scorer of the squad for Eastern Florida State. Bishop comes in for the Bucks, their leading scorer with 14 points in this one. Santa Cruz brings it up.
Like you mentioned, Lazarevic maybe not putting out the scoring output as much, but she has gotten about 5 rebounds in this one, and that's what you do as a team leader or team scorer. You notice someone else having a good night, you maybe take the backseat role, take the Robin role, and just try to help the team in other ways, not just scoring, and that is definitely what she's done so far.
Absolutely, being one of those, you're not going to score 20 plus every night, so being able to play that role, let others, pick up the slack. That being Bruna Da Silva being one of the major contributions in this one. Quick trigger 3 here by Harris. It's been kind of her motto all night. She hasn't really gotten any rhythm from 3, so to speak. 1 for 6 now from the three-point line. Really hasn't been able to contribute to her squad.
No doubt, and she came into this one shooting 41% from the three-point line, but as you know the famous saying, Ethan, you live by the 3,
you die by the 3.
One day you're going to die by the 3.
Great footwork there by Bruna Da Silva, keeping her pivot foot on the floor, spinning down there, getting the shot off of the backboard. And contested triple there. Bruna Da Silva got a hand up in the face there, number 11, Ariel Mark. But the triple is good. The lead now back down to just 10 for the Titans. Remember, at one point they were up 20 in this matchup. Bruna Da Silva down low, couldn't get the pass from Santa Cruz. And Da Silva is now slow to get up as the Bucks look to retain possession. No, that is not a jersey you want to see on the court right now.
Correct, Ethan. You don't ever really want to see a jersey at all on the court, but especially Bruna Da Silva with the night she's been having. But very, very tough player. She still appears to be able to walk it off.
Yep, looks like she's still in a bit of discomfort, but she's going to play through it. Some warriors in here for the Titans. Meanwhile, inbound, Florida Southwestern. Damia Worthy really hasn't been much of a factor in this one. 0 for 7 from the field. Hasn't gotten to her spots, hasn't really gotten it going for the Bucks. Meanwhile, Bishop, their leading scorer, getting off physical with Lazarevic, and the Titans will get possession here. Great defensive play there by Lazarevic. Santa Cruz bringing it up. Angelina Spence, the rock, trying to get Da Silva the ball. The off-ball screen there. She does get it. Driving into the paint. And she falls on the court again. Foul call looked like. Nope. Looks as if they will give possession to the Bucks. It's Bruna Da Silva not completely under control there on the baseline.
The Titans are playing fast and attacking the basket, which is not something that they really need to do in this situation. Like I mentioned, just need to focus more on the defensive end and maybe on offense, take slow, long possessions deep into the shot clock so that time winds down. You put the more pressure on the Bucks to score.
Absolutely. Being able to manage this time wisely late in the fourth period can really be the deciding factor in this one as they get all scrappy on the ground fighting for the ball. That's Bishop and Lazarevic down there. Pretty sure they'll get possession to the Bucks. But as you mentioned, Zakari being able to take shots deep into the shot clock, draining the clock here. A little under 5 minutes left. You're up 10. You don't want to do anything that'll warrant a comeback here as there is a timeout on the floor. Both teams will take some time to game plan and talk this one over. Eastern Florida State up against Florida Southwestern, Melbourne, Florida. Titan House, don't you guys go anywhere. We get ready to resume action back in Melbourne, Florida. Eastern Florida State College taking on Florida Southwestern. Remember, guys, the Titans up 10. Little under 5 minutes left to go in the final period of this one. The Titans really hoping that they can pull a W out here. Remember, folks, they are fighting for that fourth place spot to get into the tournament later in the season. And the whistle is blown. Foul called on the Titans. Bishop will go to the line.
And that is not something you want to see at all, as you see Zach Banks almost irate on the sideline. Because at this point, you're slow. Not only are you slowing the game down, which should not be happening, you're giving them an easy chance to score more baskets.
And Bishop, not someone you want to send to the line so far in this one. She misses the first, but before that, she was 5 for 6 from the free throw line, really making her trip to the line count. Remember, she's the leading scorer so far for Florida Southwestern. They're trying to claw back into this one. She hits the second, bringing her total now up to 15 points in this outing. De Silva trying to break the press, gets it to Parpara. Parpara puts it on the floor, jump ball. And the Bucks, after diving for it on the floor there, will take possession. Eastern Florida State, that's not something you want to see. You're giving free possessions back to the Bucks.
This is just a complete swing in momentum here for the Florida Southwestern Bucks.
Harris not being able to get anything going for the Bucks. He gets it down to Bishop, who draws the foul on Markovic.
I agree with Zach Banks there. They blew that whistle before she even got into the move.
Absolutely. Zach Banks making his frustration known to the referees, not liking that call there. Sending, looks like Bishop to the line again. Zach Banks still pleading his case here. Zach Banks still making his case known here. Referees discussing this. Getting a little colorful down there with the wording. Bishop misses the first one. And the second one rattles out, but they get the offensive rebound. Not able to box out is Eastern Florida State Titans now. Looks like an off-ball foul on Spence. That's Angelina Spence down there working on the block. Another costly whistle here, sending Bishop back to the line. This is their third trip in less than a minute. Zakari, she's been really getting to the line here. If you're Zach Banks, this must be so frustrating.
More than frustrating. Not even just frustrating, like you said, Ethan. This spells trouble. You're in the bonus with 4 minutes left now, just down by 9 points. This Titans team really has to lock in here and get a rebound.
Bishop, yeah, you're right. They really do need to get a rebound, but if you're the Titans, Bishop really hasn't been making them count. Missed the last 3, but she made that one. So the lead now is still kind of comfortable for the Titans. Find themselves up 8 points. No longer a double-digit lead.
Just sloppy play right now here from the Titans.
Absolutely.
I don't think they've gotten a shot up in the past 2 to 3 minutes so far. Just turnovers and free possessions giving away early into the shot clock.
No need to rush these shots here by the Titans. It's been something that they've been having issues with this season, basically managing the clock wisely. Getting their shots up way too fast. The Bucks turn the ball over. Angelina Spence comes away with it. Bruna Da Silva trying to slow things down. The trap comes. Santa Cruz gets it. Not keeping her head up all the way. They had Lazarevic open there in the corner, but her losing the ball didn't allow her to see her teammates flashing open. Santa Cruz driving into the lane. Da Silva all day to shoot the 3. Didn't get it. Lazarevic rebound. Couldn't get it. That to fall. Another offensive board here by the Titans. Lazarevic working. Gets it down low. Couldn't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound again. And finally, a whistle is called for the Titans.
You just witnessed a pure one-man army just now. Zach Banks may not be happy with that, as he was saying give it to Bruna Da Silva at the top. But that was a one-man wrecking crew just now, Ethan. The spin move into the layup with the rebound. 2 offensive rebounds there for Lazarevic. She was determined to either get a point or get to the line, and that is what she did.
Absolutely. She saw that. She had a chance there to put some points on the board. Hasn't really had a great shooting night. Only 1 for 7 from the field. Taking her trips to the line. Her first to the free throw strike in this one, making it count. Currently has 3 points in the ball game for the Titans. Averaging over 16 points per game. Gets the second one to fall. Crucial free throw shots there for the Titans, bringing this lead back up to 10, making the Bucks have to make something happen. Harris having an off night from three-point land. Gets it down low to Bishop. Great move against Lazarevic. Leading scorer for the Bucks. Really keeping them in this one, Zakari.
You're correct. Bishop turned it on at the right time. Her and Destiny Gordon, they're determined to dig their team out of this hole late in this game.
Merkovich had a chance there to take the triple, didn't like it. Gave it back to Santa Cruz, who's now working inside. Refs didn't call the foul there. Driving now is Destiny Gordon, one of the leading scorers for the Bucks.
At least that shot was late into the shot clock there for Santa Cruz.
Screen, great screen there by the Bucks, and now the lead is back down to 6 points. This is the closest the Bucks have ever been in this matchup so far. Timeout by Zach Banks, a well-needed one at that. His team giving up a run here late with under 2 minutes to go. Zakari, this one right here might come down to the wire.
Ethan, you can see exactly why this team, like we mentioned, is ranked number 2 in the Citrus Conference, because they clawed their way back. Like you mentioned, they were down 20 at one point in this game. They fought and clawed their way back. Now with just a minute left, down by 6. They have played this specific period 4, perfectly, exactly how it needed to be played for them to come back in this one.
Yeah, we'll keep it here at Titan Field House. Is the timeout. Both teams break the huddle. As we mentioned, the Bucks forcing a comeback here in the making. And remember, at one time, they were down 20 points in this affair. You can see why they were ranked 2, like you said, Zakari, ranked 2 in the Citrus Conference. Great resilience. They were down heavily, but they get the steal on Bruna da Silva. Forced a foul there, not wanting to give up an easy 2 points after she turned the ball over, sending Bishop to the line once again in this period. It's like she's lived there in period number 4.
This half is not memorable at all for the Titans. They just have to hold on for a minute and 37 seconds, but the Bucks are going to make that difficult here.
Yep, game is not over. You got to play it until the final buzzer. Chelsea Bishop, great free throw shooter on the season, 70% overall. Currently making them count in this one. 9 of 14 after that last one.
The Bucks have scored 15 points in this fourth quarter compared to the Titans' 16 points now.
Absolutely. Lead now for the Titans, only up 4 points. I mean, what a setback for Eastern Florida State. You haven't gotten anything really going offensively, rhythm-wise. A foul here on the court by Harris. I'm assuming he wanted to stop the clock here.
I think she just was trying to play too overly aggressive and ended up stopping the clock. But that right there is a blessing for the Eastern Florida Titans. A stop in the momentum. It ruins the Bucks' momentum, and it allows Bruna da Silva, who's been on fire tonight, to actually go to the line and put some points on the board that the Titans need.
Yep, these freebies right here are going to be crucial for Bruna da Silva, currently at 25, it's 26 now after that free throw. She's currently perfect from the free throw strike in this one, 4 for 4 so far, shooting 50% from the field overall. Has been a bright spot for the Titans in this one.
And like head coach Zach Banks said, do not foul. Just put your hands up, just try to contest, but don't foul. Do not stop the clock.
And she misses the second free throw now. Lead up, back down to 6. Three-pointer by Bishop, and it's good. The bench goes crazy over there. You see the men's getting ready to suit up against the Titans later today. And the Bucks, they're fighting for it. Whistle is called. The change in momentum is drastic here, folks. They have some fire over there on the Bucks squad as both teams look to talk this one over after the whistle.
Ethan Chelsea Bishop is having herself a night. She has 25 points on 70% shooting. She has picked it up in the second period, like me and you discussed when you asked me how do they come back in this game. And I told you they have to hit shots. They went into that second half shooting 16%. Now they're all the way back up here to 33%, and now they're shooting better from the 3 than the Titans, and still close in the free throw battle.
Absolutely, Zakari. I mean, Chelsea Bishop has been strictly cold, not cold, but like cold-blooded in this final period. She's 2 for 3 from the three-point line. 7 of 10 from the field, shooting 70%, folks. I mean, she's been the one clawing them back in here, getting the lead down to 2 points for the Bucks.
cold-blooded was the perfect way that you can describe what she is doing here. Like you said, living at the free throw line, 14 free throws looking like SGA, but 14 free throws in this one, 2 clutch threes, and even a lot of great defensive steals. Chelsea Bishop is playing like she wants to remain number 2 ranked in the Citrus Conference.
The Titans, they look to inbound it here. Their lead, like we said, cut down to just 2 points here. Looking to get something going. Bad inbound pass here by Bruna da Silva. Errant mistake here. Zach Banks is losing his mind over there on the bench, wondering why you just give the ball right back to a squad that is right on your heels. Gordon at the top of the key. Down to Bishop, working on Lazarevic, and she gets the and one. The crowd over there for the Bucks is going insane as they now tie the game with 40 seconds left. Bishop has a chance to take the lead here. Their first lead of the game, Zakari.
Ethan, who else? That is her 3rd and 1 of the night. Who else but Chelsea Bishop? Like we mentioned, we talked about her at the start of being a key player for them in this one, and key is not the word. Main is not the word. I can't even find the word to describe how impactful she has been to the squad.
Oh, and the free throw rims out. Not able to get the three-point play. Ball looks to be out of bounds. Titans will inbound it. Remember, folks, it's a tie ball game. Timeout on the floor. Zach Banks wants to scheme something up here for his girls. Tie game under 40 seconds. This momentum has completely shifted, folks.
Ethan, I don't know if I can handle this. This has been a roller coaster of a game. You initially thought it was going to be a close game through and through. The second and third period and the first one seemed almost like a blowout, but now the game has turned completely on its head. A nightmare fourth quarter for the Eastern Florida Titans, only scoring 7 points to the 21 points by the Florida Southwestern Buccaneers.
I mean, it's just been an absolute comeback show. I'm literally on the edge of my seat right now, Zakari, watching this as this all unfolds late in the fourth period. It seems like whoever gets the last shot here is going to be the winner. Both teams really trying to get the edge over one another. But Chelsea Bishop, holy, 3 points below 30 points in this one. 27 for her on the night. 8 of 11 from the field. She's just been stone cold. Steve Austin in this one. Back. Da Silva pass inside to Santa Cruz. No good, but the foul is called. They will go to the line to shoot 2. Crucial free throws here for the Titans.
Ethan, the building would have erupted if she had responded back with an and one, but like you mentioned, very crucial free throws here from Laura Santa Cruz, who's 0 for 2 to mention coming into these 2 free throws right here.
Queen Powell subs in for the Titans. Lazarevic takes a breather. Santa Cruz, can you knock down these 2 free throws to give your squad an advantage here with less than 30 seconds left? And she knocks down the first one. The crowd is loving it. This is where you make your money if you're Santa Cruz.
Great strategic job by Zach Banks to sub in Queen Powell for any rebounding purposes.
Absolutely getting some length down there on the block just in case Santa Cruz not able to make this one. And she gets both of them to fall. Very crucial free throws late in the game here. Timeout by the Bucks. Jamie Fisher wants to talk this over, get a good look for his Florida Southwestern squad. They're only down 2. Remember, they were down 20 at one point. It's insane that they're even at this stage in the game with a possibility to win this in Titan Fieldhouse.
That's from the heart of just Chelsea Bishop, straight heart and fight. But now, Ethan, if you are Zach Banks, I love what he did. He put Queen Powell, a 6'3 defender, in the game, along with Angela Merkovic, also a 6'3 defender. If I am the Titans, anytime the ball gets to Chelsea Bishop, you immediately swarm her. Double team with 2 of your 6'3 defenders and force anybody else on this Bucks team to beat you. But do not let it be Chelsea Bishop.
Great analogy there, Zakari. Force somebody else to take the shot, take that game-winning shot if need be for the Bucks. You don't want Chelsea Bishop to be the reason, even though if the Bucks do win this one, Bishop will be a huge factor, but you don't want her to be the one closing this one out at home, at your own court here, Titan Nation. You just don't want that takeover status that Bishop has really had in this last period. I mean, like you said, if you're Zach Banks, force somebody else to beat you here. Everybody else, other than Gordon, hasn't really contributed to this lead as much. They get it down there to Gordon now, working on Powell. Bishop has it, working on Spence, who's the smaller defender, had to pick up and just wasn't able to add any defensive presence there. Gets the ball to Queen Powell, who turns it over. And a fast break here. Great defensive stop by Bruna da Silva, stopping the easy 2 points. Zakari, what am I witnessing here on the court?
Ethan, you just witnessed a chase down block by the 5'5" Bruna da Silva to save the easy layup. Now she sends, like you mentioned, Damia Worthy to the line.
And that's somebody who, if you're the Titans in this one, you're okay with taking that. You're okay with sending her to the line. Like you said, hasn't been, number one, Damia Worthy, 0 for 7 from the field. She hasn't been to the line all game in this one. She's really been cold. So if anybody was to take this free throw for the Titans, you would want it to be her.
No doubt about it, Ethan. Great analysis. Nobody else better you could have put here.
6.7 seconds left in this one. 62-62. Worthy at the line. Can't get the first one to fall. That is a crucial free throw. Missed by Damia Worthy. Damia Worthy now. Crucial free throw. Everybody in the gym is watching. And she gets the second one to fall, giving Florida Southwestern a 1-point lead. Now coming up to the stripe for Florida Southwestern. That looks to be, it's like number 10 or 11. And she misses the first one, number 11, Ariel Mark. She's 2 for 4 from the field. Hasn't shot any free throws besides this one tonight. And she misses both of them. Now, what do you do if you're Eastern Florida State College? Off of the inbound, 6.7 seconds left, Zakari. What's the game plan?
If you're Eastern Florida Titans, I'm pretty sure the Bucks have the ball. That free throw was shot there because of a technical foul by Angelina Spence. But if you are the Titans, you have to foul very quickly.
The Titans looking like they just blowed this game. They were once up 20 points, folks, and now they now find themselves down by 1. Looks like that's a foul there on Elena Larice. It's her first foul of this one, sending Harris to the line. Remember, guys, Harris hasn't only knocked down 1 free throw out of her 8 attempts. She's 1 for 7. First trip to the line for her tonight. Great foul there by Larice, though. Sending them to the line, 6.3 seconds left. Still giving your team a last chance shot. And the first one is no good by Harris. A chance now for the Titans to get this one with either down 1 or down 2. Everybody anxious. And Harris drills the second one. Quick inbound here. Santa Cruz with the rock. Will bring it up. 3 seconds. Gets it off to Lazarevic. Puts it up. And it's no good by Lazarevic. They blow a 20-point lead. That's the Eastern Florida State College will lose this one at home against Florida Southwestern State College, the number 2 ranked team in the Citrus Conference. If you're the Titans, This one is a devastating blow because you guys were up majority of the first 3 periods. Basically let the game get away from you. 64-62. The Bucks stunned the Titans here at home. Titan Fieldhouse, very, very disappointing.
And Ethan, almost a repeat of the last time they faced this team, where Florida Southwestern won by 2 points, 73-71. Now they won by 2 points in this one, 64-62. But like you mentioned, a dream. Zach Banks couldn't have dreamed up a better start for this Titans team. Came out the gate hard and fast with a 22-8 quarter, but the ending was just nothing, straight out of Nightmare to Elm Street nightmares for Eastern Florida Titans. A 25-9 quarter. The Florida Southwestern Bucks went on in that fourth period to give them the lead.
25-9 in the fourth quarter is just absolutely insane. I mean, I don't think you could blow a lead that big even if you tried to. But man, what a comeback for the Bucks. Remember, they're second in the conference. 9 times out of 10, they're going to stay in that spot after winning at Melbourne, Florida against the Titans. Remember, Eastern Florida State was trying to get that number 4 spot with the win here and this evening. Couldn't get it done. Leading scorer for the Bucks, Chelsea Bishop, 29 points. She was absolutely lethal in that fourth quarter. For the Titans, leading scorer Bruna Da Silva, 26 points. Ultimately all for naught here as the Titans come away with a disappointing loss. They now see themselves staring outside of the tournament bracket.
You're correct. At 5-9, they're now 5th place in the Citrus Conference.
Absolutely. Just what a nail-biter for that game here as we get set to call the men's game, Eastern Florida State versus Florida Southwestern. Both squads looking to improve their conference record. That game will come to you guys after this one. For Eastern Florida State College, next game, the men's Titans taking on the Bucks. Stay tuned.